Hey, it's Robert from Sierra Landscape Management. So, you're considering purchasing a permeable pavement system and you have some questions. Particularly, how much maintenance is it to install a permeable pavement system such as our Nara stone system versus traditional pavement methods? Hang out with me and I'll show you exactly what goes in to maintaining your permeable pavement system. Alright, so as you see behind me, we have one of our Nara natural bluestone flagstone patios and entries into the house. This system was done a couple years ago. This is actually my house. And the reason I'm showing you this is because I want to show you exactly what type of maintenance you might expect to see when purchasing a permeable pavement system. Now, keep in mind, this is not only specific to the Nara pavement system, but the same methods I'm showing you now would also apply if you were purchasing an interlock paving permeable system, which is becoming more and more popular as time goes on. It wouldn't matter the manufacturer, the methods you see are all going to be the same. So what we've actually got here is a landing. This landing's probably about 4 years old. And the problem that we personally have is that this is the main entrance into and out of our home. We have several children, and quite frankly, they're quite messy. They track muddy shoes, they're constantly bringing debris in, putting flowers in pots, soil, basically you name it, it's on here. Young kids, you understand what's going on. You don't have young kids? Well, all you need to know is they're messy. So what's happened is that the joints here have started to contaminate with mulch and soil and things like that. Now, we've noticed that in the systems that we build for most clients, this is not the norm, okay? Normally, you're looking at a maintenance interval of approximately every 3 to 5 years, maybe longer, if you're diligent about keeping your pavement system clean. In our case, this seems like it's gonna be a yearly event as the kids get older because they're just, well, they're kids. They're doing what kids do. We love them. So anyways, stand by. I'm gonna walk you through all the steps you need to clean your permeable pavement joints and ensure that your patio remains permeable for years to come. So you're going to need just a couple simple tools. First and foremost, you're going to need your gravel, right? There's a couple different types of gravel that you can use depending on your region in the country, or country for that matter. In this case, we're using a 1/4 inch clean stone chip. We purchased this locally at a quarry. There's also some manufacturers that sell it in bags. You might even be able to find it at a box store. And depending on what region of the country you're in, it might be referred to as something else. There's even places in the country where they referred to it as clean DG, decomposed granite, as well as a few other names depending on your region. So a couple other tools you're going to need. You're going to need a small broom to sweep the gravel into the joints, and a little tool in case the stone gets stuck or something like that. And the number one important tool for this is some sort of vacuum or shop vac. Here, just for demonstration purposes, I have my big vacuum out. In the past, I've used smaller shop vac vacuums that you could purchase at the store for around $20. If you do have a permeable pavement system, particularly one that Sierra has installed, a Nara pavement system, just know that we would provide the maintenance for you if you so choose. But it is something that's very easy to perform yourself if you desire. And it is vital to ensuring that the patio system remains permeable. All right, and that just basically means that water is able to go through it. What will happen is, and what's happening here, is as the gravels become contaminated with the material that the children have left on it, less and less water permeates through and it started to lose its permeability. So this is a regular maintenance item for something like this, but just understand the trade-off is that you have a pavement system which does not contribute to any flooding, pooling, or erosion in your landscape, because the water, when functioning properly, drains and permeates right through the system and recharges into the ground. So, all right, here we go. All right, so just an FYI, I personally prefer to use this narrow slot because it allows me to go over the joints and clean them right out. You can use whichever tip you feel is most appropriate for the joint size of your system. Gone ahead and vacuumed out the contaminated gravel from the joints here. Okay, you see that I've removed probably about half the depth of the stone worth of gravel. I'll go ahead and do the top landing now, and then we'll go ahead and put the new gravel back in the joints. Alright, so you guys get the privilege of seeing this in time lapse. So in actuality, this area took about 15 minutes to vacuum out. This is approximately 100 square foot of our Nara flagstone. And I will vanguard this a little bit and just let you know that this was exceptionally bad. I've never actually seen one of our clients' Nara systems look like this. This has been probably let go about 6 months too long. And like I said, we got a couple small children that are really wreaking havoc on this thing, but it's a great opportunity to test our system and show you exactly how easy it is to maintain. So I've gone ahead and vacuumed out the joints. I'm going to go ahead now and take the gravel that we showed you before, our 1/4 inch stone chip, and we're going to go ahead and sweep that into the joints. Alright, so as you can see, we've completed the job. Whole thing took about 30 minutes. It was not difficult. We had everything here on site, so all we had to do was go ahead, clean the joints, vacuum them out, sweep the new gravel in, and looks like it's going to rain any minute here. That'll go ahead and just wash the dust off and the fines into the joints, and this thing will be good for, well, realistically until my kids trash it again, but in normal situation, a couple years at least. So if you have any questions on whether or not a permeable patio system or Nara stone system might be right for you, please feel free to reach out. I'd love to hear your comments and questions, and I'll take the time to answer each one individually. Of course, if you find these videos helpful, please go ahead, leave a thumbs up, tap the bell up top, and subscribe down below. We appreciate every subscriber that we have, and of course, if a permeable system is not quite right for you, that's okay. We understand it's not for everyone. But if you think it might be right for somebody you know, we'd appreciate it if you go ahead and share that with them too. And of course, permeable systems are not the only choice. If you feel you might be right for Sierra, but a permeable system is not quite right for you, that's okay. I'd be happy to walk you through what other options exist and what the pros and cons of each of those are. So, I appreciate you watching. Thank you for taking the time. We hope this was helpful. And of course, we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, Peyton.